All right. I don't know how many of you can hear me. It looks like I'm talking. Um, so, first off, why do programmers confuse Halloween with Christmas? And of course, the answer is, as always, because 31 there we go. Because 31 octal equals 25 decimal, or 31 of October equals 25 of December. So, yeah. Anyway, I thought it was funny. I got a chuckle. Your mileage may vary, but because 25 decimal equals 31 octal, programmers get confused. Anyway, today, like I mentioned on Friday, I think it was, what we're going to do is we're going to do something a little different. We're going to give you guys a break, a mid-year, mid-semester break on stuff, on new stuff at least. So just a little housekeeping things. Your test is graded. You all should have seen it. I've pushed or published uh, an answer key. I've gone in and modified the rubric so that you can see the points we're looking for, particularly on the licensing and the discussions part. There were a few points that were brought up in class that I thought were important. I called them out in the rubric. Grade inquiries are open. If you have questions about how something was graded or if it was graded correctly, please contact us. As I say every time with this, please don't spam us. We're willing to look at any reasonable assumption as to why your question was correct. Particularly, I rarely give these types of discussion questions, but in this course, it's kind of necessary to do it. So, if you have a very valid reason, we can consider giving you at least a few points. I do think that it was important to kind of hit the points that that I brought up. So you're going to have to convince me. But we are open to it. Please don't spam us with every question. Just hunting for that additional point. Everybody was graded equally, so unless there's a real mistake, we're going to let the grade stand. Drop deadline is Friday. If you're interested in that, I've rerun rainbow grades. You should be able to see where you are. Most of you are doing absolutely fine. I haven't curved this test. Quite honestly, it's a little bit strange because both the high and the low ends were compressed, but the average was right where I wanted it. So I think what I'm going to do on this is I'm going to kind of sit and see how the rest of the semester goes and see what our distribution looks like before we apply any curve to this one. Remember, this is 10% of your grade. It's not a huge hit. If you did poorly, it's not a huge benefit if you did well. So that's just kind of the way we're sitting right now. As I mentioned, this week for this class is pseudo spring break. I'm not going to do a lecture. I'm not going to give you a lab. I'm going to sit here in this room for the next hour and looks like 45 minutes, and be here to answer your questions, help with any issues you have going on. What I really want you guys to do is to go into the student spaces. I have those opened up again. Talk to one another. Start working on your projects if you haven't started already. Get yourself a GitHub repository. Start choosing a license. Just get everything in line and start dividing up what you're going to work on, because we do have a very short rest of the semester and we've got a lot of stuff to do. So, yeah, I opened up all the student rooms that were there before. You're welcome to you're welcome to go there. You're welcome to ask me to open up an additional room if you want. I'm happy to communicate however is necessary. So like I said, I'm just going to hang out, raise your hand, talk to me. You may have to. I'll try to keep an eye on things, but I'm going to be working on a few other things. I'm working on the CI/CD lecture right now. We've got some cool improvements to it I think you'll like. So anyway, that's kind of where we sit. Let me know if you have any questions, if you need any rooms opened, and please feel free to get some work done and get some stuff accomplished. I'm going to hang out. I'll keep checking the chat. The one thing I don't like about this this organization is it's hard for me to figure out how to have you guys interrupt me when I'm working and not necessarily looking at the screen. If you don't want to be here today, I think it would really help most of the projects to work together. If you don't want to be here today, there's no requirement. I'm not taking attendance. This is, if it's a beautiful day, and let's see, my watch says it's all of 28 degrees, and you can get a little bit of sunshine or something within the COVID quarantine guidelines. Please feel free. If it were warmer, I might go out on my front porch and take the rest of this from my front porch with my bird feeders and rocking chair. But all right, my first chat message. That is not opening up. Resume. I certainly can. Or maybe there we are.